What's up, guys? Welcome to another Talking Bull podcast. Audio is good. Video is good. I'm hoping. I don't know. We'll pretend like this works every time. That's because recording.
This is recording. Right?
Anyways, welcome back. We are back after our week break. We thought we'd bring you some news. You know, old and new if you haven't been paying attention to anything. I just hope you don't pay attention to anything and just listen to this and been like, hey, they're doing it. All right. What do we got? So, starting off with random crap. We got a Captain Marvel trailer this week. Yeah, this week.
Did you watch it?
I did. I liked it. It was all right. It's Marvel. It's a Marvel thing. She lands in a blockbuster. It's funny. Because it doesn't exist anymore. But I don't know. I don't have like this like I need to see Captain Marvel. I actually hate Captain Marvel. Like I like Miss Marvel more than her as this. Plus in the comics she's a giant fucking douche, at least right now. But the movie looks entertaining. I'm intrigued to see what they do. It's obviously all tied back into Shield. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's all tied back into Shield. We're going to see Nick Fury lose his eye. It's probably going to tie back to Infinity War in some way. So I'm there. I'll watch it at some point. It's not one of those ones I must see. Like there's like Infinity War and like Homecoming and other Captain America ones are like I want to see. This one's like I'll see it when I see it. It's like Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like I'll see it when I see it.
I forgot they even made that one.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, me too. Up until I just mentioned it. I haven't watched it yet. I'm a few behind.
You know what I think it hurt that one was coming out after Infinity in a way.
Yeah, because everyone,
right?
yeah.
It's like, so you watch Infinity, and obviously spoilers, you know what happens, right? And then you're like, oh yeah, there's one more, and I honestly kind of forgot that it didn't do like overly well at the box office. It didn't get that boom like they were probably hoping after Infinity, so it feels like everyone kind of forgot that it was there, and they just want to watch the next.
I think
Avenger
would have been best terms for Ant-Man and the Wasp had it just been like radio silent about everything. So they would have done Infinity War and then nothing for like 6 months or a year until the next one came out, and they're like, okay, everybody's back. And even if you set Ant-Man and the Wasp before Infinity War, like it's still not like everyone's like, well, all these characters are technically dead. We assume.
Yeah.
And like. They're like it's the same thing with like Far From Home right now. Like Spider-Man, again, spoilers. Spider-Man dying in Infinity War was like a big thing for a lot of people. So it's this weird correlation now where like they're hyping Far From Home and like they're taping it right now.
Like,
yeah,
the average movie,
but
like the filming and the set.
But in general, it's like it kind of takes away a little bit of the impact when you're like,
it's just like Cavill.
Yeah,
Man of Steel.
Yeah.
You knew he died and you knew he was going to do Justice League.
But there was no like movie in between that.
No,
there was that and then that,
yeah.
And like I'm still waiting on that movie that the Justice League movie, whatever we got, yeah. Did we talk about that? Cavill? Everything that went down with Cavill?
I feel like we talked about it downstairs.
I knew the one.
Here's what I'll say, and we'll move on.
Yeah.
Affleck out, Cavill out, Barker out. Done.
Those of you who didn't know, that is now his last name. Search away. Nobody watches this shit anyways. We're fine. I've given everything out on the internet. We're fine. That's all you gotta say. Fucking Warner Brothers. Speaking of Warner Brothers, we got a few first looks at the Joker movie. I'm not going into details because I'll wait for the movie. I don't care about leaks and like here's a picture of this, here's a picture of this. But
I am curious to see that picture though when he is in like.
Yeah, I'll wait. Like
when it does.
If we get a promotional photo, fine. Like we kind of got the movie logo, which is kind of cool. We can talk about that. But the other ones, I'm just like, it's a set photo out of context. Everyone already leaped down Titan's throat for their shit. So like, it always happens, and it actually bothers me. I try not to. I don't look at set photos anymore. I don't
give a shit about street clothes. But when that picture does get released of him,
an actual picture, 100% actual stuff, sure. But the logo looks kind of cool. Mm-hmm. It's just the red. It looks like kind of like I'd say his shade of like lipstick that Joker wears. That red color mixed in like a bloody kind of thing. It looks cool. I like it. Mm-hmm. We got our first trailer for Daredevil. season 3. I did not watch it because I'm just gonna watch it when the show comes out. But
was there an actual trailer?
There was an actual trailer dropped yesterday. Yeah, a full extended trailer. Yeah. You got looks at Kingpin coming back, and it's just everything they're setting up towards it. But it looks good. I'm in it. I'm in. It's Daredevil. Like,
yeah,
they've been consistently awesome the entire time. So
that's a cool thing.
Yeah, a lot of cool set photos came out, but you know,
I like that he's back in the black suit.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
It'd be nice that so if he's back in the black suit,
and
then if he goes back to the red suit, which I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
But like a better red suit.
Yeah.
You know, like
make it
more true red, like the one that he should wear.
I don't like. This is.
I'm not against the one that he wears, but like, I'm not 100% for it.
This is just gonna sound like rehashing, but like what I hate the most about DC and what I like about Marvel is Marvel will just be like, oh, our characters wear this costume. Okay, that's what they're wearing. Like, there's very few tweaks towards those outfits that a lot of them wear. And Marvel's just like, yeah, Iron Man has a red suit. He's wearing a red suit. Cap wears his suit. Put it in. Even when they update the suit, it still looks mostly like the suit. And they have some way to put the old suit in there for Cap. But, like, Warner Brothers goes out of their way to purposely, like, not use any costume unless it's, like, an Easter egg for the most part. Like, Wonder Woman, Shazam, I've kind of, like, leaned a little bit more into their costumes. But Justice League, like, no one had their costumes, like, how they looked for the most part. Like, Superman's it's not that bright Superman. No, they tried to tone it up, but we're like, we know it's dark. Like, you didn't,
it looked like shit.
And
it was all
exactly, and the Flashes look like shit because it was like, oh, it's a makeshift one, blah blah blah. Just put them in a red fucking suit. How hard is it? The TV show has nailed it for 4 fucking seasons. They just keep tweaking it. Like, it's still the leather, but at least it's fucking red. Like, his suit was like maroon. Like, and it's just black. Exactly. I didn't like that. Yeah, and it's like, just fuck off and put them in their costumes. We are past the point of having to change it like they did for the X-Men because yellow spandex doesn't work.
Yellow spandex would now work.
Yeah, exactly. Now you could put the X-Men in those. They did at the end of Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I mean, Apocalypse is shit as a movie, but that end teaser, you're like,
you see them.
Whoa, what? Like, they kind of got you with that.
Yeah,
because we're like, oh my god, the X-Men are back in their costumes.
Although I didn't agree with the people standing in the costumes.
Fuck no, Mystique, get the fuck out! You're not an X-Men. Stop trying. But like Cyclops, Beast,
star broke, and they need to keep her happy.
Like everyone in there in their costumes is fucking phenomenal. They got you. You got Cyclops in that fucking yellow sash thing. You fucking nailed it. You put Wolverine in his stupid costume,
which they never
will.
Well, they will now.
Yeah. Man, I feel bad for the person that has to fucking play as Wolverine in the next one. Oh, man, I usually have a drink. I completely throw out my voice while doing this because we yell a lot. But sticking with TV, they accidentally confirmed a new Sonic animated series, which is cool. Basically, yeah, gotta go fast as such.
Gotta go.
And I want to see. There's a screenshot of it, but it's just the guy accidentally confirmed it on his Instagram. But like, the one picture they have is from Sonic Mania. But if it looked like this, it would look like the old Sonic Adventures cartoon, which I'm totally down for. Because the last Sonic fucking TV show was awful. Sonic Boom, it's a fucking joke, much like Sonic at this point. But I'm excited for that. I like Sonic. I like his old TV show with Urkel. And then on the DC streaming side, that launched. Everybody seems to like it. Batgirl is allegedly getting a TV show in the works.
I saw it, and then I saw a lot of things quickly putting it down.
Yeah, I never got an update on it, so I'm just assuming at some point it's in the works. And then they were like, nah, it's not in the works, but it is in the works.
They cast Stargirl.
Yeah, that was my next story on that. So that was the little bit about that. And then, yeah, they cast Stargirl. Someone from Nickelodeon.
Breck
Basinger.
Is she like her daughter?
That's Basinger, is it?
Yeah, it's the same.
Is it the same name?
Well, it's the last name.
I thought Basinger. Isn't it Basinger, though? Not IMDb. Wiki. We are Googling. Okay, she's 19. We can Google. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, it would automatically list it. Yeah. So she has been cast as Stargirl. Cool.
Yeah.
I get it. Looks blonde and young actress. That's what they needed.
TV. They also have the release date for Daredevil.
Yes. Oh, I should have mentioned that. October 19th. Correct.
October 19th.
Awesome. That's great.
Binge watch that shit.
Apparently, I've been seeing this on Twitter. Apparently, one of these is Avengers Tower.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Maybe it's a newer one, but there's one that it is Avengers Towers
in
the background.
I see it.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Avengers Tower is in the background, which is cool because
aside from that,
they barely reference. Yeah, the TV shows reference everything, but the movies barely acknowledge the existence of things.
Shows stopped referencing.
That is true. You're right. They did.
These shows. I mean, we're not talking Shield shit.
No.
We're talking like the good Netflix one. Stopped referencing.
Nobody references Shield.
Well, Shield references the movies all the time.
Yeah, but no one references Shield.
But
it's cool to see that.
It is a cool.
I just like. I don't understand.
Such an awesome.
It is, and I don't understand. Like,
awesome show.
I don't understand Marvel's hesitance to throw these characters a fucking bone and put them in just a scene. Like, you don't even have to explain them. Like, people know who these characters are. You don't need to go into a convoluted backstory of why they're there. Like, these guys should have just been in Wakanda as like help. Like, fucking Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, you're telling me you don't need those two? They have superpowers. Like, why the fuck not? Daredevil would have went down in a heartbeat, but like, even in the next one, like, there's no heroes. Maybe call on these guys. You need them to step up. We haven't, obviously, it's not going to happen because we haven't heard anything about it yet. But like, why not? Mm-hmm. Like, they have like. People know them. They're not that edgy that they wouldn't fucking fit into the thing. Like, it's not like, like, they're getting the mutants and they're putting them in. We got that confirmation this week that as soon as that's finalized, like, Foggy's in charge of bringing the XMen into the MCU, which I'm hoping we didn't really get into this because it was kind of, we knew, like, we mentioned both that, like, 100% this is what was going to happen. But the logistics of how they get them in is I'm curious too. And there's been a lot of talk, like, when Thanos did his snap and took everyone away and erased everyone, that whatever they do to fix it, that'll bring the X gene back.
Like,
it'll just, so like when they bring them back, it'll just kind of rewrite everything that, like, there's always been mutants, but they weren't labeled mutants. But now that they're back, they are labeled mutants. Mm-hmm. But whatever the snap,
kind of like a weird, like these are futures past thing where some shit changed and some things
like a little mini retcon without actually retconning a bunch of things. And I think that's probably
it's not hidden.
Yeah,
we know in the next one they go back in time.
Yeah,
we've seen the photos.
So like when they come back, like now, like she's a mutant. Quicksilver is a mutant.
Yeah,
like
and stuff like that.
They're now mutants instead of that. Like, just it's a very easy fix that you could fix with literally a line of dialogue, and be like, mutants, but have one show up. I have a feeling. I do have a feeling that they will retcon that with the snapback or whatever they do, and someone will reference a mutant, whether we see one or not. What they put into it, I have a feeling we will. But I am glad we are getting mutants in the thing. Like, I don't like Marvel for the most part. Everyone was worried when we're like, Marvel has everything and it's going to be awful and it's just going to be the worst. They've proven that wrong. And they've proven they can make pretty much any fucking character work, whether or not like everyone watches it or likes it. For them to have, I'm actually excited for them to have the X-Men, because initially, like, the X-Men were far superior in terms of like movies because it was the only thing we had.
Yeah.
Now you go back and you're like, oh Jesus Christ, they're awful, and they're all awful now. Like Apocalypse was fucking dog shit, and Fox didn't seem to better. And Fox doesn't seem to fucking understand how to fix it. So like Phoenix looks like shit. So does the New Mutants. And we've read that report that like the New Mutants is going to be fucking awful.
Same with Phoenix. Yeah.
Same with Phoenix. Marvel's going to get their hands on it. They're going to do their Marvel thing, slap the logo in front of it, and it's going to be good. And they're going to completely just wipe the shit of whatever was the X-Men continuity. And I'm like, I'm all for that. Because as much like I want Marvel to now go fix DC. You don't even have to like buy them. Just lend them Foggy for the weekend and be like, this is how you fix your movies. And Warner Brothers will go, okay, we're going to do the exact opposite. He's like, okay, that seems cool. I do like the scene of her at the end thing. I like that this trailer, whatever it's doing right now, is just giving you all the news that we're going to talk about. Yeah. Thanks. Oh, I saw this. I'm like, I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, it's stupid.
I just figured, I thought it was a laugh that he's still working.
So,
right?
Bryan Singer apparently somehow has a job. He's allegedly going to be helming the Red Sonja movie. And for those of you who don't know who Red Sonja is, she's the chick Conan that people pretend is important, and then realize that it's Red Sonja, and no one cares about Conan or Red Sonja.
Yeah, Conan is not successful.
Like it was when Arnold was in it, but then like that's it. They tried and it didn't work.
With Momoa.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Yeah. Sir, let's try the female one.
It's popular now.
Well, one is popular.
Moving on.
Yeah, one is popular.
Back to TV. Did you see this shit?
What is this?
Titans leaked photos of the bats.
Ooh, no, I didn't. How's it look?
Close your eyes. Shit gets real bad.
It's like a torn up cape. The mask is terrible.
Mask is terrible.
Is it like maybe an early prototype mask? Because the one next to it looks better.
Like, the suit isn't complete.
This looks very much like prototypey.
They're saying that like this is what you'll see in the show.
Yeah.
Because no one's been cast as Batman.
No, but like
so they're still saying that this is what
those three masks all look different.
Yeah, they do.
And then like even when you click to that next one, it looks completely different than the other two.
They're saying that this is what we'll see is just like Batman in the shadows.
It's the shadow, yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't even want Batman in the shadows unless he's in it. You know, like, you don't need to have him in the show.
No, the whole point of the Titans was to get him away from Batman. I didn't know he was going to be in it. I'm not, like, I don't really want him in that, but,
And then...
Yeah, that's me. Oh, is that an update on that?
I think this was something I seen where...
I saw this. He was talking about it. And, yeah, it was about the Caval stuff.
Yeah, and he says he wants Eisenberg out so he can get his job back.
Warner Brothers, I am begging you. I am... Imploring you? Pulling you? What's that thing? What's that word? Pouring? Pleasing? Fuck. I am one of those words to you. I think it's pouring. Impalling? I think it's impalling. Yeah. Whatever that big fucking word is, that means I want you to do it. Do a Smallville animated. It's fucking easy. Yeah. You have 3 of the people who aren't in jail wanting to I didn't even mean to make a joke out of that. It just kind of happened. That want to do the show.
Yeah. Make an animated show of Smallville. Put it on the network. It's done. In the bag.
Easy fucking peasy.
Best Lex Luthor ever done.
Easy. And then, like, again, this shit writes itself. You want to do a big event? You have animated shows. Mm-hmm. You can do an animated crossover event. Yeah. You can
draw whoever the fuck you want. You can put anything in it.
Exactly. You have Smallville universe. You have CW Seed stuff, which really needs a better name. You have Young Justice. Boom, big crossover. Sell the fucking thing. Mm-hmm. I'm selling your network for you. Yeah. Seriously, Kurik, I almost said selling. Welling and Rosenberg have all wanted to do it. Do it! You don't even have to have them in the studio.
Nope.
Send them a script. They can go anywhere. You can even have Arrow. Just get Justin Hetley.
Yeah.
Like, so easy. This shit writes itself.
Smallville needs to be done. We should start like a petition.
Seriously. I'm sure there's got to be one. We're going to look. But there's got to be one. I'm sure there's one. How is there not like? It's so fucking easy to do.
Just use it, though.
Yeah. Type petition. Penguin. Type.
Yeah.
Go to Penguin. I want to see what that is. Smallville
It's
animated series Penguin.
It's gonna be
The mascot?
No, it's gonna be the publisher, Penguin publisher.
Oh right, yeah, they did the thing.
Most likely, that's
Yeah.
what I'm assuming. Penguin is a publisher.
Yeah.
So.
I like sometimes that comes up and you're like, what? Like Pepto, Peterborough. Petitions. I like that. Yeah, they did launch one.
Live action.
Oh,
That's not gonna work.
No, we don't want a live action.
That will never work. They'll never agree to that. It has to be animated.
There's one at the bottom. It's a season 11.
Yeah, these are old.
Yeah.
I'm just making it. You're gonna change Smallville season 1 things.
Yeah. Please, guys, just do it. It's not that hard, really. Other TV news: Veronica Mars is going to Hulu, and we are also getting a new TV show on Hulu. On Hulu. 8 episodes confirmed by Kristen Bell yesterday. New Veronica Mars.
Not bad. Not bad.
I love Veronica Mars.
I haven't watched a single frame of
I love it. Veronica Mars was great because it was one of those shows that like it got canceled because of stupidness, but then they were able to kickstart a movie.
I think it was one of the first.
It was the first one to kickstart a movie, and it worked, and that's how we got Blue Mountain State. It kickstarted that. It worked. They got the movie. They financed it, and people have been wanting it forever. And they were like, you know what? This revival shit's working. Let's go for it. Exactly. Awesome. So that's cool. We got our first look at. No, we didn't. They did put a trailer of the Connors. It was kind of just them washing the. It was kind of like metaphoric. They're washing the blanket that was on the couch.
Oh, okay.
And they were like, blah blah blah, coming soon. So it was like, hey, Roseanne's gone. Come on back. And then there was a plot synopsis for Lethal Weapon about Sean William Scott character. He's like an ex something blah blah blah. And like he's still a loose cannon, but like not like the crazy loose cannon like Riggs was. He's like a loose cannon, but like just tamed a little bit. And
he's not related to him.
It didn't say, so I'm intrigued to see what they do with that. The narrative might work because of the way like they set up his dad in the previous seasons. I'll watch it. I like Sean William Scott. It sucks what happened to the Thing, but like there was bad blood on both sides of that. Everybody was in the wrong on that. But whatever. I've put up with worse. Exactly, I've put up with worse.
As long as the show wasn't canceled, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I do like that they were like, this show is very highly rated. What are we gonna do? Okay, let's try this. And if it doesn't work, we'll cancel it. But like, yeah, that's English. We didn't mention this. Brooklyn Nine-Nine got 6 additional episodes from NBC. They upped the count from I think what was it, like 13 the initial run. Yeah, they upped it 6 more, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's awesome! More Brooklyn." They have absolute faith in it, which like it did well. It just got canceled because Fox wanted to bring back Tim Allen's show.
Yeah,
that's the only reason it got canceled. Mm-hmm. That and
not enough space.
Some other show they canceled because of it, but yeah, that's why it got canceled. And it's like, that's fucking bitch. You like, I mean, ABC canceled it for a stupid fucking reason too when they did. Mm-hmm. But whatever. I'm not in charge of networks. If I was, there'd be a lot different shows on the network. We wouldn't have another fucking spinoff of Law and Order. Let me tell you that much.
They kept the practice on. Right?
All right, so yeah, I started watching The Practice. It's really good. I watched it when it was on in the early 2000s, I think it was on. Yeah.
I think that premiered in the 90s. That had to.
No, I think it's 2000s. I think it's 2000s. I love that you go to IMDb and then search The Practice.
Yeah, I know.
That movie's real bad, apparently.
97.
97. Okay, almost 2000s. Its first season's only 6 episodes. It was a mid-season replacement.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. But what happened was, in season 7, they fired the main cast as a major retooling because of, like, low ratings with the thing. They're like, oh, everyone loves The Practice.
So it was on for 8 seasons.
Yeah.
And in season 7, they fired everyone?
Yeah. They kept, like, 2 of the lower, or maybe 2 or 3 of the lower main cast. But they fired all the main cast. To save costs. And everyone was like, why in the fuck did you do that? The whole reason we watched the show was for the fucking cast, not because it had them name The Practice on it.
So it only did 1 season after that.
And then it spun off into Boston Legal.
Oh, was it a spin-off of Legal?
Boston Legal is a spin-off.
I watched a couple episodes of Boston Legal.
Because James Spader and
I didn't know it spun off of
Danny
that.
Crane. Yeah, it was a spin-off of Boston Legal. He was on that last season. And then that last season kind of wraps up everything The Practice did, but basically is a whole entire fucking backdoor pilot for this show.
Oh. I didn't know that. Because I watched a little bit of Boston Legal when it premiered. Back whenever that show started.
William Shatner is just playing William Shatner in that show, so I didn't.
And just like random episodes.
Well, I was so mad about The fucking Practice that I like can't.
I think I only watched like that first season.
Yeah, and it ran for fucking 4 seasons.
But it was pretty funny. But I never knew that it was.
Yeah, it's a spin-off of The Practice. Yeah. Which, like, The fucking Practice, like, it was in that whole David E. Kelly, like, Guiding Light. What's that show about the school from back in the day? It was a really big show. It was set like in a school. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I can't think of the show. Do they have like Created or something?
Ally McLeod?
No, it's not it.
No Defenses. Doogie Howser.
Oh wow, we did Doogie Howser. I didn't know that. I know we did Alley Law.
Girls Club, Brotherhood, Practice, Boston, Monday Mornings?
No, there was some big fucking TV show back in the day.
Maybe he did.
Maybe, but it might have crossed over with it. But there was some big show back in the day that was, The Crazy Ones. That show was funny.
Yeah, because these are all his shows.
Yeah.
Boston Public?
That's it, Boston Public, yeah. Fucking easiest name in the world to remember, but I couldn't do it. That was a really big show when it was on. Yeah. I never watched it, though. I watched the crossover episodes.
It only did 2 seasons.
It only did 2 seasons? Wow.
Well, no, wait. He might have only produced the 13 episodes for that. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's 4. Yeah, I did 4 seasons. But he was a producer for 2 seasons.
Yeah. David Lee Kelly, go back to his photo. Looks like...
rough.
No, he looks like that douche villain in every movie. He was in Batman Begins. You know what guy I'm talking about? He drops him off the roof, and we're like, we're not afraid of you because we know your limits or whatever.
Batman Begins. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Roberts.
Yeah. He was in a music video as a villain too. Like he looks like a smarmy villain. That's what David E. Kelly looks like in this photo.
What's her name's brother?
Was he in the Dark Knight? Was it the Dark Knight movie?
Yeah. Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts, yes, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, he's a scary looking man. Look at that.
I love him.
Yeah.
But he's always the smarmy villain guy.
He's Julia's brother.
Yeah, he's in... Is he in the Expendables too? One of those. The Expendables or... what was the other... The A-Team, and then what was the other one? There was one more like that. It was... The Losers. Might look like a guy.
Okay, just look at his 2018 list. Don't just give me a sec. This guy acts.
He'll do anything.
So, some of the obviously Red is filming. He's filming 17 movies currently, right? Like just bit parts, right? And then
We Dance When the Music Dies is supposed to be like a really big movie.
18. Yeah, this.
Are any of these movies that we know?
Probably 1 or 2 of them, I'd say. But most of them are...
Someone Dies Tonight sounds like a Bond movie.
Yeah. Most of them, I'm assuming, are just
directed DVDs, direct to streaming.
checks, right?
Yeah. Class act. Look at that.
I'm still in 2018.
Jesus Christ. There's 2017. Was he in any big movie that year?
Probably. It doesn't look like it. Nothing at 17.
He was Captain Pike.
Star Trek Captain Pike.
Oh, it was like, yeah.
Person.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah. I'm not. Oh, he was in 9/9.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Bit more on that.
Yeah. I'm not seeing like that. So that's one big TV, but I'm not like seeing any big like anything.
It's been a while since he did a big movie.
Yeah.
Suits.
Oh, he was Suits.
Suits for a little bit.
Did he do? Oh, there he is on CSI in 2015. So he hasn't done like a big movie in a while. He did like a Y50. Yeah.
I'm not seeing any.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a big movie either. Yeah.
Like that.
Assault on Wall Street. That was a big movie, wasn't it? Yeah. The house across the street.
High heels, low standards. My two dads.
He said so much crap. This guy worked. I will give this guy props. He works
for his
consistently. Like Snow White, A Deadly Summer.
Yep.
What the
Young
fuck?
and the Restless.
Criminal Minds, Suspect Behavior. He was in one episode. Oh, he's in a lot of them. Restless.
Oh,
The Expendables.
James Monroe.
There he is.
He was in
That was his last big movie role?
2010, possibly.
And then he was like, "Fuck it, I'm going back to TV." This is probably one of our top 10 weirdest tangents. What is Eric Roberts acting
What has he
in?
been up to?
Can we see like Google like Eric Roberts fee? Can we see what like his base pay is? Or even if you can't find that, try net worth.
Cool. Not as high as I thought it would be.
That's a lot higher than I thought it would be.
Oh no!
I was
based
thinking
on
like
what he did, based on all the work he does.
I was thinking maybe like 4. I was thinking maybe 4.
Want to see comparison?
We did this one day. Just do Julia Roberts. That's the first thing that comes up.
140. When was the last time she did a movie?
The chick casino movie. Was she in that?
No, she's in the
She's in the real casino movie. Yeah, what is the last movie? This is a weird fucking tangent. So I checked when we started this tangent of Smallville. I checked the time. It was the 20-minute mark. We are now at the 32-minute mark. What has Julia Roberts been in the last little bit? 2016? No, we don't need
filmography.
Go to the. It's usually at the bottom.
Yeah.
Right there. Just go back up and click it.
I clicked on that and it just.
No, film. Right at the bottom. 6.
Oh, 6. Oh,
wow, she has so many. It's a separate page. That makes sense.
So let's just go down to.
Oh, tell me.
She was in Ben is Black.
She was
Ben is back this year. Last year she was in Wonder. She did Smurfs in 2017. In 16 she did Money Monster. Mother's Day, which I've never done.
Is that the one about New Year's Eve? No, Mother's Day. That's that one about the moms on Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's just so. So she hasn't acted as much as her brother. Like she has 1 in 11, 1 in 12, 1 in 13, nothing in 14, 15, 2 16s, a 17.
I'm sure she's busy.
Well, I'm just saying, like, her brother is just timing Hollywood.
Eat, Pray, Love, I'd say was her last, like, big movie.
Yeah, 2010.
Yeah. It said TV. That's weird. When's the last time she was on fucking TV? And not just as herself? Homecoming. This year. Amazon Video. Maybe is it a show? Is it about Spider-Man? Web television series based on a podcast. The same fucking what the fuck?
Psychological thriller web series.
Okay, whatever.
Character, I guess, on it.
Oh, yeah, she's So you're like, okay, that's weird. Okay, whatever. Amazon Video making shit. Good on them. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled crap. Alan Wake is becoming a TV show. It was a hit game back in the day. That's kind of cool. Avatar: The Last Airbender is getting a live action TV series
with Netflix.
Should be good. By the original creator people. I read that afterwards, which is awesome. Also, they're trying to get the original. No M. Night. He can go fuck himself. He ruined that franchise. God, that's.
Well, do you think he ruined it, or like Cameron because he stole the Avatar?
Even if you didn't have the fucking name, that movie's a goddamn train wreck. Even if you just called it The Last Airbender, like people know what that is, but that movie's just fucking awful. They're trying to get the original composer as well to do it, which is kind of cool because like the music in that's pretty sweet. I've watched Airbender a couple of times. It's actually a really good series. It's one of those like it's an anime but not really, but it's set like an American anime, but it's really fucking good. Alan Wake's a TV show. We got Venom is PG-13. We got its runtime as well. It's an hour and 52 minutes of garbage.
That's short.
Yeah, it's real short.
Like, think about everyone complaining that Justice League, just for instance, was exactly 2 hours.
Yeah.
This is less than that.
Yeah.
Like that's a quick bang for your buck.
It's also, according to this article that was done by someone
over at someone.
An actual article. It's going to do what The Dark Knight did and push the limits of how far it can go with its PG-13. And like The Dark Knight kind of does. It's actually a really good violent movie. I've been watching a lot of Kind of Funny in review series, and they're talking about movies living up to whatever, but also comparing every movie to Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, but mainly The Dark Knight, of like the high standards of comic book movies. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's unfair. Batman Begins and The Dark Knight are fucking awesome.
1 and 2.
How... This is probably another fucking side tangent, but how did they managed to make 2 great fucking movies? Just great. You can watch them back to back. They're fucking amazing. Then Ledger killed himself, and they had no idea what to fucking do. But apparently, this third movie, The Dark Knight Rises, was their plan all along. And I'm like, I call fucking bullshit.
No.
Boy, did they fuck that up.
Got to take for him.
And how did you go from making these 2 perfect movies to making the shit show that is your extended universe now?
Well, I think that's the problem, is again, everything gets compared to that.
Yeah. But even not even comparing wise, I'm just saying everything in those movies is so good.
Movies have all been made by a certain group of people.
Yeah.
So it's understandable that certain movies all have suffered the same way.
Yeah. But fuck.
The one that wasn't
was
very successful.
Exactly. And it looks like the next 2 will be as well.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, how did you go from making these 2 great fucking movies to fucking up so bad? Where Marvel was so again to beat this dead horse. Yeah. He went and was like, I'm going to go make The Witcher. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think this is just...
You know what I truly believe? They'll never get rid of them, but they won't use them again. And what I mean by that is, same with Ralph. When they made Returns, it was fully intended to make the next one.
Yeah.
And they just never did.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Cavill. They just never will, and they'll let that contract expire, so they don't have to pay him out when they fire him, and then they'll just move on.
I think what happened was...
I think he'll make a new one.
They were sitting around waiting to see what DC was going to do. And he's like, I don't have anything to do. Yes, I'm contractually obligated to be in these movies. Yeah. But until they announce a movie, I'm free to do whatever I want.
No announcements. There's no...
So he was like, I'm going to go make The Witcher, which I can easily do. An 8-episode show, I'm assuming it's going to be 8 to 10, whatever, but even 13.
Yeah, couple months.
Couple months, and then be available for this movie like any other job. Mm-hmm. And they were also in negotiation for a new contract, which was going to be the Shazam movie and whatever else. But I think he still has one left, right?
He still has one left.
So
just never call him.
What like what I assumed happened was someone got news of this and leaked it, as you do, because that's what Warner Brothers has, is that worse than the White House leaks is someone there who just exclusively like leaks shit. And it just snowballed out of control to the fact where like Warner Brothers actually made a statement, which they never fucking do. No. He put out a statement, his agent put out a statement, and it just seems like everything is fine, but the internet took it the wrong way. And then there's the weird report about Jordan being next in line to play Superman, which is weird because, like, so who else is on this list? This random list of people who were like, you know what, we're going to lose Cavill. We need a new Superman. Yeah, that just seems weird that all of a sudden they just have this thing ready to go. Yeah. And I'm like, but he's already going to be... Nope, I'm thinking of the wrong guy. Never mind. He's like... That just seems really weird. That all of this happened within like this 12-hour span of just... And I just think everyone blew that out of proportion, and it's worse than everyone thinks it is. I think it's just not like... I don't think that he's... And out. He doesn't want to go anywhere.
I don't think he wants to go.
He wants to be Superman.
They say that he's out.
And I don't even think Warner Brothers has any malicious intent towards him, because it seems like they want him as Superman as well. They're just not fucking sure what they want to do. And it seems very much that way, evidently, with every product they are announcing that is a movie. They're not sure.
No, it's all up in the air.
Exactly. They're like, we'll announce shit or leak it or whatever, and we'll see. We'll go from there. But I just think that was blown massively out of proportion. And if this was still a problem, we would still be getting leaks and news and like, okay, well, Jordan's in the running, but also like fucking Matt Boone is in the running. Like... someone wanted Matt Boone. I forget who it was, but they wanted Matt Boone to play Superman. Or it might have been Bond. But I'm like, he can play either one. I'd be cool with that. But I'm like, yeah, this 12-hour span of all this happening, and then all of a sudden it just went radio quiet. And that never happens. Especially like a big thing like this. Especially if you're about to lose one of the tentpole guys in your Trinity as well as your Justice League. You're going to lose your actor? Mm-hmm. Seems a little odd. Like, Affleck... We hear about all the fucking time. He's in, he's out, he's in, he's out. We change directors, we change this. Days apart.
Yeah.
Superman, nothing. And that's what seems... Exactly.
Because they don't want to make it.
Yeah. That's what seems very suspicious to me, that all of a sudden there's no news. After this whole big fucking... The internet blew up. It's very rare that the internet blows up, like, in terms of how this did. Like, yeah, it blows up with little mini shit and it goes away. But, like... This was huge, and everyone was talking about it, and like multiple agents put out everything, and they don't usually do that. Mm-hmm. It seemed very odd.
Now, I hope he's back, but yeah. I don't think he will be.
That was my tangent. It had nothing to do with Venom. I don't give a fuck about Venom. I'll watch it at some point.
Venom comes out in October.
Yeah.
If you want to go see it.
Yeah. You made a Venom movie without Spider-Man starting. And it irritates me. His whole fucking shtick is that he's the opposite of Spider-Man. He hates Spider-Man. Can't
do it.
And I was willing to give this movie the benefit of the doubt. And like, I was willing to give Tom Hardy's shitty accent that is from 8 different countries the benefit of the doubt. But then what really, you just fucking, where you lost me all the way. All the way is that end of that fucking trailer where he says that stupid fucking line where he's gonna eat his arms and he's gonna roll away like a little piece of shit. I'm like, that is like top 5 the worst cinematic lines I have ever fucking heard, and it makes no fucking sense for the character of Venom that they are playing. He's not a fucking cannibal, this Venom. Mark Gargan's was. Eddie Brock's isn't. Makes no fucking sense.
You see him eat people in the trailer.
And it's so fucking stupid. Oh yeah, your PG's has a cannibal in it, but it's fuck off. That line is so stupid and so badly delivered that I'm just like, you're fucking stupid. But then you have that cool scene where he's talking, we are Venom, and it's both. I'm like, that's cool. But like, and he's fighting Riot. You picked like, you know what? I'm gonna rage for 5 fucking hours on how stupid Venom is. We're moving on.
Movie news. Did you see that they found a replacement for Bond?
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah, the director.
Oh, God, I thought you meant for Bond. I was scared.
Yeah, like the Bond director.
I thought you meant Daniel Craig.
No.
And I'm like, we haven't even got Daniel Craig yet. No, who we got? Who's leaving in the next month?
Kerry Fukunaga.
Cool name. What did he do?
He did.
Nothing.
You know what he did? He did the first season for True Detective. Did you watch that?
No, but that's really good.
He did the first season for True Detective.
That's my accent when I talk about it. Well, they had a lot of top contenders for that, right? Okay, so we're back on track then.
And it was moved to February. So it got pushed back 4 months.
That's okay.
November 19 to February 20.
Give it a little room to have the director get accommodated and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Still using the same story and maybe tweak it a little bit. Yeah, I'm in. I'm down.
Only pushed back a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. I watched the trailer for that fucking show. God damn it.
Was that Squirrel?
Yeah, the whole thing. They're leaning very much towards the darker side of the not darker side, the little bit of the unknown newer characters that you got. All right, so that's it for movie news.
Right. That's all it is. It's just like a little shadow of the head, right?
All right, so this week DC put out its first Black Label one, right? First black label Batman comic book.
Batman Damned. Damn.
Oh, podcast over. That's what we're calling the episode. So in this one, you see Batman's dick, kinda, sort of, not really. All right, you see Batman's dick, and it's
It's in there, whatever.
Yeah, who fucking cares?
It's not like it's really. You just see like hints of shadow and shape.
You saw more Bat Dick in fucking Schumacher's movies where they closed up on the crotch when he put the fucking thing on. But yeah, the collective people who get really mad about things were like,
and it's not for kids. This book isn't for children.
No, it's not meant for kids. Granted, kids are gonna read it because that's what happens. But like, yeah. So like,
want to get a little Bat Dick? Who cares?
So yeah, of course the internet had its way, and of course the late night people got into it. So Colbert was like, "I'm old enough to remember when a big deal was to see Batman's nipples." And then shit, did I not grab it? The other who's the other late night guy? No, Seth something.
Oh,
Myers had another thing that was supposed to be really funny, but I didn't fucking. I thought I grabbed it, but I didn't. But yeah, all right, cool. Like that's so.
I do want to read the book though. It sounds cool.
Yeah,
it's the idea that what is it? Joker. Spoilers. Joker is dead.
Yeah,
and he's going through like remorse and
he lost his
confusion.
BFF.
Over not knowing if he's the one that killed him. Like he's blacked it out. Like he can't remember.
Yeah.
So he teams up with someone. I forget who the fuck it was.
Read the book and we'll find out.
Yeah, he's some villain is like helping him go through like the night that he died or whatever. But
it's supposed to be really good. Those label ones look good. Something else. Oh, they're also extending their Walmart line for DC Comics as well. They're getting a few additional books. While he looks up that, we talked about this a few episodes ago. I don't know how many. Buffy the Vampire Slayer lost its license from IDW, I believe. And they announced the new rights holder is Boom Studios, from the guys who do Power Rangers.
Boom.
So nothing was like announced. They released a a teaser. It says High School is Hell.
John Constantine.
Oh, cool.
Helps him.
That makes sense.
Back and like go through the demons and remember.
Just throwing Constantine everywhere, man. I love it.
To try to find.
All right, so yeah, he teams up with Constantine. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. So that it's got High School is Hell, and it's obviously Sarah Michelle Gellar-esque. Looks very much like her. I don't think it is exactly her. She's got a cell phone, a stake, and her high school cheer uniform from the look of it, with a bunch of creepy looking dudes in the background. It says 20th Century Fox was on it, which is funny. And then, yeah, it seems to imply that she's going back to high school, which, if that is true, they are ignoring the TV show.
Notable here is that it implies she's going back to high school, and she's also holding a cell phone, something that she never would have had in high school.
Which makes sense because
So
the original
redoing it,
series,
yeah.
whatever. I don't care. I have faith in
But
them.
it's not like season 12.
Yeah.
Or something. They're just doing a Buffy.
Yeah,
or-
Dark Horse. Sorry, I said IDW had it. Dark Horse had the stuff, which
season 8.
I thought Marvel owned Dark Horse. Are they independent?
Dark Horse, I believe, is DC.
Which makes sense that they would lose the license because Buffy is owned by that, and it seems like Boom is kind of leaning towards Marvel, kind of, and Nickelodeon. I think Boom also got the Firefly series, did they not? We talked about? I don't remember. But that's cool. Boom has done a great job. Oh, they did right here. Yeah, Boom has. I think Marvel owns them partly or something. I don't remember. I remember reading about it when we did it. But yeah, they're doing Power Rangers right now, and they're doing a great job with Power Rangers. So Firefly and Buffy both on there. I have complete faith. More comics to read. Woohoo! He's gonna look that up. So
1 second. When you type in "does Marvel," the first thing pop up that says "does Marvel own DC?"
my favorite one though is
That's not your
Marvel
favorite
Mystery
one.
Oil Work.
Does Marvel? Yeah, does Marvel Mystery Oil work?
Some of these, like, okay, I understand stupid people not understanding.
Disney Foxdale puts studio and comic book businesses together. That's like Boom, not like Boom Comics.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought there's some deal that they have or whatever. I don't know. It seems there's a lot of weird cross promotion going on because like IDW is doing Marvel comics for certain things. Oh, it's just another Boom. Just type in Boom Comics.
That's what I was. Not their website.
No, there was. Yeah.
Like a wiki of it.
There was one in the corner. Yeah, there is. Oh, Warner Brothers or 20th Century Fox is a minority owner in it, which would make sense that a lot of yeah. I think that's we talked about this a while ago. That's what they closed some stuff and opened some stuff because Boom is owned by Thing, which made them now owned by Disney. That's okay. That makes sense. I remember that now. But cool. Comic stuff. Woohoo. I love reading comics now. I missed it. So far behind. You got any more TV or movie stuff?
No.
Okay, so moving on to games. We got more Kingdom Hearts stuff this week. We got a new trailer from it was the full one from Tokyo Game Show. We got more of a look at Olympus. We got more of a look at Big Hero 6 and the entire city. It looks very big. Like you saw Sora running up a building at one point, which is fucking insane. Worried about your ability to catch up before release? Yeah, okay.
No, you're lying.
Good.
Years to play the other
First of all, and then like I've played Kingdom Hearts and I'm still like, what's going on? I'm playing it this week. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. We talked a while about them getting a Pro Edition. They're also getting a PS Slim Edition for Kingdom Hearts.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I wish it had more of the Kingdom Hearts look on it though. Like it has the little like the little images, but like and then the heart with the keyblades. But I kind of wish it had more of a keyblade-esque thing onto it. We also got the first look at the Collector's Edition, which is the toys. I kind of want it. I don't really have like I have one Funko for Donald, but and the Keyblade itself, but I don't like getting Kingdom Hearts stuff is much aligned with getting like Doctor Who stuff. because of where it is and where it's from, it's really fucking difficult to do. And if you don't get it right away, it's super fucking expensive afterwards because of like resellers or just in general. It's geological location. It's a fucking pain in the ass. But if we have that here and it's not like crazy expensive, I might pick that up.
Any prices yet for it?
I don't know if it had a price yet. I don't see any prices on it yet, but this is cool. I like this. It looks like their Toy Story thing. And then they
right there. According to collector's edition description, which retails for $229.
No, that can stay
but
there.
That might include the fucking
console.
No, that's a steelbook.
That is a steelbook.
So yeah.
Oh, they are good figures too. I guess that's too much though. The fucking game's like $80.
Yeah. But yeah, 3 figures, a steelbook, and what's that?
A pin, and then an art book from the look of it, which is kind of cool. I don't know, maybe, but like,
that's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. But those
that's
3
probably
figures,
American too.
Yeah, that's true.
You're looking at $300.
Yeah, that's way too much for that. That's pretty much like one figure, anyways. I think like some of the base figures from this are like $80, but like still, that's a lot. But fuck it. Also, there's a Kingdom Hearts VR experience coming where you walk around with the Keyblade and hit shit, and I'm all fucking for that, and it's free.
Yeah. Which
I'm also all for. At some point, maybe I will get VR. It's just
not free.
No. I do have a plan that might get me VR, and it won't cost me as much. But I'm totally down for trying VR. I would love to do it. There's so much cool things in VR, but like not worn enough to actually be like, I want to fully commit to this and pay for it. Because after a while, it will be like Move. It just fucking sits there. Also, Nintendo's online launched this week. That's cool. It's super fucking cheap. It's like $20 for the year, or maybe like $40 for the year. It's super fucking cheap as opposed to the other ones, and you get the free NES games. And I'm totally just remembered a big ass fucking game story this week that I totally didn't fucking do. They announced the PlayStation 1 Classic.
Oh yeah.
Like I totally just fucking reminded me of that when I thought of the other things. But yeah, they launched. It's 45% smaller than the original PlayStation. It comes with 2 controllers that look like the original PlayStation. Yeah, there's no DualShock on them. There's no analog on them. Right now, the 3 games we know, I'm trying to remember. I think are Final Fantasy 8. No, 7. No, maybe 8. You know what? I remember Tekken 3. I know that, and I think Wild Arms.
So nothing like me.
Tekken 3. Played the shit out of Tekken 3. There's 20 games on it, and it's retailed $129, I believe, for us, which isn't bad. It's a little high.
A little higher than these, even when these come out.
$16.80, I believe those were a piece. I don't know why the Sony's so much, but
it's almost double.
Yeah. I want to see the rest of the list of games.
Yeah, you gotta knock it out of the park if you want me to pay $130. Right?
Some people are like, they want Crash, and I'm like, why?
They just did Crash.
You just got. I'm like, some people are like Spiral. I want that, and I'm like, you know what I want? I want Vigilante 8.
You're gonna get games like to put Crash on there would be
fucking redundant.
You just remastered it all and put it out on the 4.
Yeah,
you know, so like,
Crash,
why would you be like, I want to play it on the 1?
Crash.
That would be stupid.
Crash isn't fucking going on there. You know what I'm gonna do right now though? If my keyboard allows me to. I don't know how many of these are actually appearing. I'm going to look at the best-selling list of PS1 games.
Gran Turismo.
That'll probably be in there. Final Fantasy VII might be on there. Metal Gear Solid. A lot of people were calling for that. It may be on there. Yeah, I'm gonna go right now to that. There we go. So there's probably another Final Fantasy. Tomb Raider may be on there. Tekken's already on there. You might get Rayman. You're not getting that. Frogger might be on there.
I would love Hawk.
Tony Hawk's. It's a long shot, but it very well could be. You know, Parappa the Rappa's on there.
Yeah.
maybe
There
Croc.
aren't that many good games for the PS1, right? Like,
So-
looking at this list, you're like, oh. Like,
I will buy this if they put on Gran Turismo,
yeah.
any of the Final Fantasies, I don't care. A Tomb Raider, a Tekken's already on there. That was already announced. Frogger, I guess. You put Tony Hawk on there. You put Driver on there. I'm in. Parappa the Rappa was fun to play. Someone said Crash Team Racing. That's why we haven't seen it. That could be on there. You put fucking Warzone on there. Silent Hill might be on there.
Spider-Man.
I shit you not. I streamed that. I played it in 3 hours. Parasite Eve might be on there. Siphon Filter might. Twisted Metal might. Maybe a Need for Speed.
For Speed could be on.
Medal of Honor won't be on there. Legacy of Kain might.
They won't do
None of the sports games will be on there. GTA could theoretically be on there. Everybody's Golf could be. Fucking Cool Borders 3. You put Cool Borders on there? I'm in. 100 fucking percent. I don't even care.
I'm sold.
Cool Borders will be on there. And you know what's right underneath that a little bit?
Cool Borders
Jet
was
fucking Moto.
Yeah, Cool Borders was on every demo disc, right? Like,
Jet fucking Moto.
yeah.
Oh my god, that
Nitro
game.
would be nice.
You fucking on there? I'm in.
Cool Borders, though, definitely.
Pac-Man might be on there. Yeah. Oh fuck, I forgot about Cool Borders. And the Dino Crisis. You put one. I want to play Dino Crisis. I never played it back in the day. You put one of those on there. Just trying to like go down this list a little bit. See, like I don't know. Twisted Metal. One of them's got to be on there. All 4 fucking Twisted Metal games that were of any decent back in the day were on there. And I had this game.
Yep, I had that.
You think okay, so like the Street Fighter just released all of their fucking games on one thing. Do you think a Street Fighter will be on there just because?
I don't think so. It's like Crash. You just did that. Why would you like?
I take back what I said about not a lot of good games being on the PlayStation 1. There's a shit ton of good games on this fucking console. Whether or not they end up on the classic, I don't know, but there is. I'm telling you right now, they put Cool Borders on. I'm fucking buying it because you can't play Cool Borders. Like you can't unless you have a PS1. I don't know if the PS4 can do it. Can it play PS1 games? I know the PS3 can. I don't know if the PS4 can do
our
it.
PS3s can anymore though.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
My original one can, but it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. So yeah.
Someone, if anyone gets this far in the podcast, they're like, "Why do you have a fucking console that doesn't work?" And I'm like, "Because it's the fucking original 60, and it's a big tank. I'll get rid of anything." Yeah, SmackDown 2, know your role. You know what annoyed me about these SmackDown games? Caution, warning. Anytime you fucking save, caution. It's like, shut the fuck up. You know what I wish they would do though? Give you a memory card.
Just for fun.
Just for fun. You know, don't make it a fucking thing. I don't want this thing to do anything. Just put a memory card in it. But yeah, man, I'm telling you right now, 130. You give me cool Jet Borders. I'm in. I love this. This is my favorite. They re-released Resident Evil with DualShock support. I remember playing a NASCAR game that it was like you shot tornadoes and shit out of it.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what it was called though. But it was a weird NASCAR game because it was NASCAR, but it was like open roads and like.
So it
was like
street.
Yeah. Basically, it was like the street titles and hits.
Yeah.
Oh man, I miss NHL hits. Fucking one of my arenas was like underwater, and your purpose was just to smash people through glass. Good times, man. Good times. So this is cool. Assassin's Creed. Season pass for Odyssey. If you didn't need a reason to pick up this game that already looks amazing, if you get the if you buy the season pass, you're also getting a remastered of Assassin's Creed 3, which is kind of cool. That's a whole fucking game as well as the DLC for thing. I don't usually buy Assassin's Creed DLC because it's usually just random shit that it's like, what if this happened, or like, go here for 5 minutes, and it's not worth it in terms of season pass. But like to get Assassin's Creed 3, that's cool. Remastered too, yeah. I have I picked up Assassin's Creed 4 for like $5. I'm like, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna stream it at some point. But like that's fucking cool. I like, yeah. I wish I would have did what they fucking like. I don't know why more games didn't do this. If you had the PS3 version of a PS4 game and it came out for like, I think it was like 10 or 20 bucks. Mm-hmm. If you did it, they gave you the copy of the PS4 version. Mm-hmm. You just had to put in the disc. And at that point, I was like, I'm not really gonna play these again. But I kind of wish they did it with everything that was back and forth, because like I ended up buying GTA twice.
Yeah.
But I do not regret buying that game twice.
No.
GTA is awesome and looks great on both consoles. Mm-hmm. Red Dead got a preview. The embargo was up for the people that have played it. I guess it looks fantastic. They did a little bit of announcement for the online component of Red Dead. It will release a month later after Red Dead is out. It's Red Dead Online. They're going to take all the things that they learned from GTA Online and just go from there. Star Wars, this was cool. We talked about this game. They announced it like haphazardly during one of the E3, right? Then Renee Young was in the stand. Not Renee Young, that's the wrong person. Andrea Renee. That like it was coming out and there was that awkward transition of like, will there be lightsabers in it or something? Mm-hmm. And then like, yeah, I guess it's gonna be very lightsaber heavy, Jedi heavy. It'll be like the Force Unleashed, just like less like he can pull a Star Destroyer out of the sky type of craziness. But I'm like, I love those games. I wish they were out on other consoles because you can't play them out like that. But I think you can play them on backwards compatibility on Xbox. Anyways, random tangent. Oh, that was cool. Xbox thanks you because now you're the same color. I didn't even know you could change that. I didn't know you. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
Colors.
Yeah. I didn't know. Oh, I just gotta look at the top of my head. I just gotta look at the top of my head. I'm like, I need to shave. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That wraps it up. I'm sure there's stuff we missed. We haven't done this in like PS4. You can now download from PS2 games and PS4 games onto your actual console and not have to stream them. Kind of like Xbox Game Pass, where you can do that. Which and everyone's like, what about PS3 games? I'm like, yeah, what about PS3 games? That's weird. But you know what? You can download stuff now and not have to worry about your internet problem, because like I tried PlayStation Now and like it was Final Fantasy 11? Nope. Whatever. It was one of the later ones on the PS3 version of, I think. It was plugged in. I was wired and it had trouble keeping up. Mm-hmm. With our good internet. Mm-hmm. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. So they fixed that problem. But
so you just download it and then you shouldn't have any problems.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, that's cool. It's just another fixing PlayStation Now to be better than what it is, because there's some good shit in there, but there's a lot of garbage in there too. It's like most app stores now. Well, we did it. We made it a podcast. Thank you, everyone, for joining me and him. And I'm used to saying me because of the live stream.
Me and him.
Me and him. We are TalkingBull. We will be back next week.